So welcome to part 2 of our Q&A. Y'all had questions, so guess what? I answered y'all. Hi Beyond again. Beyond is on a roll. Beyond wants to know, what does the future of car life look for you personally? Is it temporary, or do you plan to enjoy it long term? Do you plan to maybe upgrade to a larger vehicle at some point, or buying land, building a teeny home, and quitting the road life in your future plans? That is actually these are some really great questions. So as far as car life goes, I would love to continue to keep doing this long term. Do you plan on maybe upgrading to a larger vehicle at some point? Definitely. And let me tell you why. One of the reasons why I do want to upgrade to a larger vehicle is because of the limited space that I have now. Now, one of the reasons why I'm not rushing to go get a vehicle is because, well, this car is already paid off. So obviously, if I was to go purchase a vehicle at this moment, I'm going to have another bill, a monthly payment. And I don't know if you guys have been noticing, but now is not a good time to buy a house or a vehicle or anything of that type of value, because the interest rates are ridiculous. Believe it or not, I've actually gone to several car dealerships, and I've gotten quotes, and I mean, some of the vehicles that used to be 30,000, just a couple of years ago, you could get a brand new car for under $30,000, and now the prices have doubled in prices, and it's like, this is ridiculous. So at some point I was thinking about getting an upgrade this year, but then like I said, the thing for me is the interest, so I'm probably gonna wait until the interest comes down a little bit. Now, as far as buying land, oh yes, I would love to buy land. I would love to build or buy a house at some point, especially here in Texas. Now, if I was to buy a house here, it would basically be a rental property. I probably would not want to live in the property. For me, it would be more of an investment vehicle. I would probably rent it out and continue to live in my car, because at the end of the day, my goal is to create multiple streams of income, meaning anything that I buy or invest in, it needs to be making me money constantly. So Midwest Mommy wants to know, do I ever get lonely? I'm more of an introvert. Believe it or not, this might be weird, but I enjoy my own company, if you know what I mean. I'm the type of person where, don't get me wrong, I love being around people, but sometimes I get overwhelmed. And so for me, I don't necessarily get lonely, because for the most part, I'm always by myself anyway. Now, obviously, when I go into the office, I do see some of my coworkers, so I'm not completely cut off from the world, so to speak. So I hope that answers your question. Midwest also wants to know, do I ever meet up with family and friends? Yes, I do. I do meet up with some friends. I do have some amazing friends here. So believe me, I'm not completely alienated from people. Oh. Lily Ray 2692 wants to know, knowing what you know now, would you consider renting a room in someone's house during the summer months, then get back to this in the cooler months? Originally, my goal was to take a break in August, only because August is generally the hottest month throughout the course of the year. But that was until I moved to Texas. And I'm gonna just put it this way. We've been having 100-degree weather every single day. It's just something you have to deal with. As far as renting a room, I'm gonna be honest, like, I'd rather keep my money versus me paying someone else $1,000 just to rent a room. And I've already been there, done that. My goal for the moment is to stick it out and just keep going about this lifestyle. Typically, after the sun goes down, The weather here it's so cool at night. It's amazing. Here you kind of get the best of both worlds. It's 100 degrees during the day, and then once the sun, you kind of get that cool breeze at night. So, but generally when it's hot like this, I try to stay out of my car as much as I possibly can, just so I'm not overwhelmed or frustrated, you know, with the heat. So I hope that answers your question. Beyond Comfort wants to know, living in your vehicle, how do you stay wrinkle free? Wrinkle free. How do you keep from looking homeless instead of just houseless? So when it comes down to, you know, my appearance, I do my laundry. As you know, it's just like, you know, when you're washing your clothes, as soon as my clothes come out the dryer, typically I fold my clothes right away so that they stay wrinkle free, and I put them in a bag, and that's that's my secret. How do you keep from looking homeless instead of houseless? I do what I do as if I lived in a house. Okay, so the next one is Midwest Mommy Flies 4979. Hello, Midwest Mommy. So Midwest Mommy wants to know, do you have any van lifers you watch on a regular? If so, who? If not, what types of YouTube videos do you watch? Now, at the beginning of my journey, I used to watch a lot of van life videos, such as Nomadic Introvert. I used to watch a lot of her videos, and then Life with Anthony. I've always been into finance. Finance videos has always been like my number one. So when it comes down to videos, I tend to lean more on the finance side. I can literally sit there and watch finance videos, investment videos all day long. One of my favorite investment YouTubers is Our Rich Journey. I love them. They actually got me onto this path of investing, you know, investing more money into your 401k, investing in general, and really having a better understanding of finance. If you don't know, one of my end goals is to retire early. So finance videos has always been like at the top tier. I also like Anthony Pompliano, Modern Investor. So those are probably like my go-to videos that I'm watching throughout the day. There's a few more, but those are just some of the ones that I can think of offhand. Okay, so this is actually a really cool one. I never actually thought about this, but Construction Destruction 360 wants to know, while walking on a Texas trail, you find a magic lamp. Ooh. You rub the lamp and a genie appears. Yep. He grants you 3 wishes. What do you wish for? First one I would wish for is obviously $1 million. I would also love to speak multiple languages. If you don't know, I've actually been studying Portuguese for the last 3 years. My goal, my end goal is to move over to Portugal at some point in my life, but to be able to be fluent in multiple languages would be pretty cool. And I guess my third wish would be to live in a different country. It's always been one of my biggest dreams, so I'm hoping and praying that those wishes are gonna come true. Because y'all, I've been playing the lottery. Yeah, we'll just leave it at that. Now that I've answered all your questions, I want to ask a question to you. And Construction Deconstruction, since you asked this question, I'm gonna ask everyone in the community this question, so leave a comment down below. If you were walking on a trail and you came across a lamp, you rub it 3 times, and out poof, a genie comes out. Tell me down below, what are the 3 wishes that you wish that you could have in this very moment? I want to know. I'm really curious. But anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment down below. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel as we drift into freedom together. See you soon. Oh dear, it looks like we're on another adventure.